Now I'm going to talk about storyboards. Storyboard is usually just a very basic, simple way for you to do a visualization of how you want your documentary to look. Here's the basic. It has 6 boxes, 3 or 4 lines of text underneath, and it's just a very simple way to imagine how you want your documentary to look. Now normally I wouldn't bother talking about storyboards. They're predominantly for your use. Because San Vicente, Baruca and Reykjavik are all doing different projects, your storyboards would look slightly different, but your stories would be completely different. There may be similarities. You can set them up any way you like. You can have a very simple stick figure storyboard with some text underneath, or you can have just a simple picture like this one here with a few lines of text underneath, just describing for yourselves how you want it to look. Now, why are we talking about storyboards? Well, the point being is I was supposed to come out and sit with you folks near the end of the project, 2 days in Baruca, 2 days in Reykjavik, 2 days in San Vicente, take your footage and your audio with you, sit down, edit it all together, and you'd be able to say to me, John, put this section of the film here, put this section of a video here, put this section of an interview there. No, change that around. We can't do that, obviously, because of COVID. So what we're going to need to do is use the storyboards for you to give me direction on what you want where. Now normally, perhaps for a 15-minute video, you would have 3 of these storyboards. A beginning, a middle and an end section. You can have them as complicated as you like, you can have them as simple as you like. Because they were for you, there was no problem with that. However, what we're going to have to do is try and come up with a way for you to be able to tell me your story through the use of storyboards, using your footage. So what I've done is I've used Reykjavik Garden project as an example. I'm going to put this up now. I'll let you read through this, play some music in the background so you're not just listening to dead air. You can try and imagine how this video would look, this documentary, by what you're going to read here. So you have to use your imagination. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. You've read through that. Ronald would maybe give you a hard copy of that if he has one available, or email it to you. That's just an example. You can do something similar to that. You can use that as a template. You can do whatever you like with it. But you need to put in that much detail so that I am able to edit together all your footage in the way you want it. Now there will be opportunities for us to bounce backwards and forwards through email for you to say change this, don't use that. But that's the idea of the basic storyboard here. Now you don't have to cram it all like I've done into one storyboard. You could come up with 4 or 5 or 6 of them. You don't even need to use that template as a storyboard. You could do a timeline where you have your images or your just a text telling me we want this section of the video here from 5 seconds to 20 seconds. We want this footage of the community here. We want this footage of the garden there. So it's entirely up to you how you do it, but you will need that level of detail for me to be able to produce your documentary the way you want it. So I think that's about it for storyboards. If you have any questions, relay them to me through Ronald and I'll get back to you through Ronald. Okay?